Alright, let's get this stream underway. Let's actually finish this game. After, like, pretty much, I think a bit over a month since I started this. God, it really has been, like, since the beginning of March, roughly. Anyway, we have the game immediately start us in a cutscene, because we always spawn at the Temple of Time unless we go to our house in Kokiri Village. Yep. Yeah, that's what we gotta do tonight. Okay, yeah, Jesus, fine. More exposition. I mean, this all is whatever. Like, we're not even gonna be facing Ganondorf right after this because we do have one more thing that needs to be done, and that is going to the Gerudo Training Ground. Man, this whole thing, like, this whole particular detail, just thinking about it in, like, the context of, like, what major Zelda games came after this, and how, like, it's still pretty much stuck ever since with, like, this idea of the Triforce spending so much of its... Well, no, I guess it was actually technically still before even this that it was a thing in the games. Like, even the original Zelda, you were still, like, getting hold of the pieces of the Triforce of Courage. But this just more or less, like, kind of giving, like, the clear origin point as to, like, how these three main players of the series ended up with their part of the Triforce. I guess thinking about, like, other Zelda-related stuff, I had mentioned that I was doing a replay of Ocarina of Time. No, not... I am doing a replay of Ocarina of Time. It's for this stream, but off-stream, I've been doing a replay of Majora's Mask. And I actually finished that last night. 100%. As always. Every mask, item, yada yada. The whole Bomber's Notebook filled out. That shit is still good. That is still the best Zelda game. I don't care if I've not played Breath of the Wild or, like, any of the other miscellaneous Zelda games. I don't care. I know I'm right. There she is. Admittedly, what happens, like, very shortly after in this bit of exposition really does highlight she should have kept herself, like, disguised for a bit longer, considering the seemingly omnipresent, the omniscient purview that Ganondorf has in this time period. Yeah. It's amusing to think of how, like, even though you could make the argument that, like, the whole crux of, like, this entire quest was predestined, it really does come off for the people involved. Mainly Zelda, that is, like, just a big series of fuck-ups. Or at least just one major fuck-up. Because, yeah, she kept the ocarina out of her hands and gave it to someone so that, like, they wouldn't notice. That didn't work. Still opened the door to the sacred realm. And as you'll find, even with, like, Zelda revealing herself again, that is still also another fuck-up on her part. Considering where the Temple of Time is located, just, like, practically next door to Ganon's fucking tower. I mean, at least she managed to go this long throughout the game without being, like, a damsel in distress. Managed to hold it off until, like, right after this cutscene. There's the light arrow. The light of justice will cap evil's ass. Yeah, justice plays dirty. Oh, look, see what I'm talking about? Like, if you wanted to, like, reveal yourself and meet him in secret, maybe you should have tried, like, the other side of the country. Just, man. And now she's stuck, asphyxiated inside this giant-ass crystal. Nothing of value was lost. For real. Yeah, like I said, outside of the argument that this was still ultimately destiny, she is basically responsible for, like, a good portion of, like, the world's misery and our misfortune. Had to get roped into, like, her fucking scheme because she was distrustful of a black man. Yes, that was very racially charged as a joke. Like, I mean... Come on, like, like, everyone's, like, made that joke already as far as, like, the Gerudo being, like, you know, darker skinned, like, desert people. With the villain being one of them. No doubt the royalty in this kingdom is fucking racist as shit. Anyway, we'll get to saving her ass later. Right now, we gotta actually stop by the Gerudo's home turf, really. Alright. Let's do this. Hopefully, going through the Gerudo's Training Ground won't take us too long. Like, it's a short optional dungeon. And I know that I do have, like, literally everything as far as, like, key items to basically solve every single room that we're gonna go through. Still, it'll be nice once this playthrough is completed. Just the thought that I will have essentially replayed, like, 2 Zelda games and, like, kind of beaten them both again a day apart from each other. Alright. And then, obviously, after that, I can think about, like, what I'm gonna, like, I guess stream next after this. Besides keeping up with, like, the schedule for Year of the Mecha. By the way, your king sucks. Just figured I'd say that. Yeah, like that middle spot between the fire arrow and light arrows, that's what we're gonna be filling in. With ice arrows. Completely unnecessary in the grand scheme of things. And really, it really is the sort of thing where, man, you look at Majora's Mask and how it uses its different, like, arrow types. And it is, like, so much better utilized. The fact that they were like, yeah, you could, like... Of course you can, like, shoot the ice arrows into the water. And doing so will, like, create, like, platforms or freeze enemies. Done. And even in Majora's Mask, I had, like, forgotten about it until I had gone through the stone tower where you get the light arrows. And it's like, you know, like, they find another use for it other than the plot-specific reason of dealing damage to Ganondorf. It's like, no, light arrows basically count as, like, harnessing the power of the sun. So you can use it on, like, things that are designed to be otherwise, you reflecting sunlight back at it with the mirror shield. God, that game is just so good. Like, they put that like, they made that game in just a little over a year. And it is still more unique and inspired than pretty much all of, like, the other 3D Zelda games. Or other, like, just major Zelda games, period. Stuff that, like, has, like, such a longer dev cycle by nature to the point it's, like, you almost just get, like, 1 to 2 Zelda games per console generation. Anyway. Oh, come on. I hear the sound of a wall master trying to come down, but you're not gonna get me. Okay. It's a shame there's, like, no map for this particular dungeon. Although I guess it's not nearly as necessary compared to others. Because as you'll find with how the rooms are arranged, like, almost all of them are straight up designed to, like, loop into a circle. I do like how, you know, it's supposed to blend in smoothly, but if you do look carefully, you know, you can see the seams of, like, the hole. Even despite the texture being lined up perfectly, you know. You know, it's not a completely flat wall. Anyway, the goal with this dungeon is to collect as many keys as possible. And being the completionist I am, we're going to be getting all 9 of them. To unlock every door in the central chamber, of which, at the very minimum, 7 are used to like unlock the path to where the ice arrows are held. You know, it's an optional mini dungeon, and oh fuck, please stop. Okay, didn't eat anything. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was kind of worrisome. I'm gonna admit. There's a whole lot of chests, but we're only going to open the one that requires the Lens of Truth. Like so. And then we're just gonna keep going because we're on a deadline, damn it. Okay. Get the arrows out for this. Also, goddamn, playing so much of playing so much of Majora's Mask, kind of in my off time. You do realize just how they managed to make the, pulling up the pause menus so much snappier in that game than it is here. People like to give that game shit for just being, for just reusing a whole lot of existing assets and whatnot, as if that's, just one of the biggest problems that it has. But come on, considering how they justify that being what it is, whatever, it's earned. Fuck them. Okay. Got it. Oh yeah, this is actually our kind of sneak peek into, what this central area is. There's a lot of locked doors down below. Okay. Now then. Finally, another reason for us to use our Biggoron hammer. Let's see, I believe it is... Okay, not that. Ah, that. Yes. Arrow to the eye. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Ah, never mind. Shit. Oh, my mistake. Right, it's that one. It's on this wall. There. Okay. Yeah, seriously, just pulling up the pause menu and switching between, the different sub-menus is so slow after going through Majora's Mask. Come on. Anyway, honestly, my least favorite room. But it's whatever. Like, still, credit where credit's due. This is basically the mini dungeon that's designed to give you room to use, like, all the other dungeon items you've acquired as an adult, like, in basically one more test for them. Actually gonna stop by here. Because this is one of the... Or not. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Shit. Okay, so not that... Oh, not that chest, although it being bomb shoes is nice. This chest. Okay, no. Fuck. Shit. Alright, fine, I'll use one of the keys. Like, there's literally enough keys for every single door that has, like, a lock on it. So we're gonna go do it this way. Actually, no, hold on. I just gotta... keep it going like this. It's amusing screen time at the least. Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's as far as we're gonna go. We might as well get back to that original puzzle. Now then. I mean, there is technically... Actually, yeah. Yeah, I still actually remembered where that was. Yeah, basically the door that we had entered through, the big open doorway, like trying to go in from that way and using those keys there would have meant we would have pretty much anyways needed to use to get all 9 keys anyway. Otherwise, if you had gone into that room from, like, the entrance area, then that would have been, like, that would have only required 7 at the least. But we're completionists. So why wouldn't we, like, get... Fuck. So yeah, why wouldn't we get all the keys in this dungeon? We're not gonna get all the chests because, like, let's be real, that's all just extra money. And our wallet is topped off. Okay. There it is. All right. Now for this bit. Underwater combat. And it's gonna be a little bit awkward because the water at the very bottom actually has, like, a current that's, like, going clockwise the whole way. And, of course, we got a whole lot of these, like, evil clams. There, okay. We can still do stuff like this where we just take the boots. No, fuck. I thought I was directly under that. What the hell? Oh, fuck off. Yeah, this is kind of why I hate this particular room. Try this again. Oh, come on! It's actively refusing to let me get it like that. Oh, you bastard! Yep, probably. That's honestly what I should be doing. Wait, hold on! Fucking rewind that shit! Okay, now that worked. God damn it. Seriously, that was like within the hitbox. That absolutely should have counted under normal circumstances. Whatever. And then this last one, we basically have to take the boots off anyway. And just let the current circle us around. There. Ugh, done with that fucking room. Now then, one last room with one last key. Right in here. Oh yeah, I should get out some bombs while I'm at it. There we go. Yeah, this dungeon really has gone very quick. Like, we're straight up finishing it in, like... Yeah, I think it would be about 20 minutes or so, because we did have, like, the opening exposition, that cutscene with Zelda and whatnot. Anyway, through here, through the doors we previously unlocked... Okay. Yeah, more arrows. Not that important right now, but whatever. And the last door. And we will finally have our fabled ice arrows. It really wasn't that difficult, if we're gonna be honest. And I ain't even gonna use it, so, yeah, I made off with your treasure. Guys should probably make, like, a better training course for you, for your clan or something. Fuck it. Sweet! That's done. And now, yeah, we pretty much are... got more than enough time, I'm pretty sure, to get through all the Ganon's Tower and finish the game. Like about an hour and a half to do that on average? That seems right. Yeah, let's get to it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and, like, with this weekend coming up, I am especially looking forward to right now, like, seeing if I can get Swiss running on my GameCube. Because I believe, like, the memory card I ordered that I'm going to be using for, like, the save exploits, I think it's technically arrived today, but, like, my sister has the mailbox key currently, so, like, I can't really, like, access it right now. Oh, like, I'll most likely be able to, like, get it, like, first thing tomorrow morning and start putting shit together. Hooray! Now normal people can actually access this fucking tower. Alright. Inside Ganon's castle. Let's see. There is actually one thing that this tower has that is quite nifty. I don't get quite there are barriers in Ganon's place that relates to the temples. It's a video game. That's all. But yeah, that's actually a hidden spot you can go to, like, stock up on fairies, as well as, like, meet with some business shrubs if you need to get topped off on like, other items, you know? Right now, though, we need to go in here because there is, like, one very important item. Although, oh god, actually, speaking of, like, the different, like, element temples that are, fuck, no, please don't, oh, you bastard. I mean, I'm glad you didn't steal anything from me, but fucking hell. Ah, shit. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Seriously, I am so lucky that I managed to, like, avoid getting any of my items, like, my key items, like sword or shield or whatever, getting eaten by one of those fucking things in the 2 times that I've, like, gotten swallowed. Okay. So after all of that, got us a big-ass chest. And what could be inside, I wonder? Golden fucking gauntlets! Oh yeah, we could have... Oh well. There we go. No likey. Oh god. Thanks for that though. Finally, let's get some of my magic back. Put these light arrows to good use. Alright, that's one barrier down. But let's actually get something before we deal with the rest of the barriers. One of which, that one we just passed for water. It's like, the amusing thing about that is like, it doesn't even have anything to do, funny enough, with the actual water temple itself. Like if anything, it's based more on the ice cavern of all things. Like, I always felt that was, like, the weirdest thing, but I guess it's because someone that was working on this dungeon at the time was like, we need more sliding block puzzles. I feel like that's the only reason they could have thought that. So, like, why that should be a challenge in this temple instead of, I don't know, having more shit to do with, like, raising and lowering water levels. Because that would be more preferable. Anyway... Putting gold gauntlets to use. It's a shame that, like, these come in so late that they never were able to, like, figure out, like, making them something that you would use in, like, a boss fight. Like, imagine, like, a gigantic, heavy-as-hell boss that once you take it down, you had to, like, pick up with these things and then toss the fucker into a wall. That would have been awesome. But, oh well. There's a lot of things where it's just like, the more you put this game side by side with Majora's Mask, it's like, they're good companion games, I'd say. Like, they're the two Zelda games that come to mind where it's like, they got a lot to offer without feeling like they are... Without feeling like that they are paranoid about being too short and try and find ways to drag things out. Like, pacing in both of them is really good. But Majora's Mask is like... If that game has any semblance of cut content, then it certainly does a damn good job of, like, hiding the possibility that there ever was, like, cut content. Because it just makes such good use of what it introduces already. A good amount of which is stuff that was already introduced in this game, where you could tell it went through a whole lot of, like, revisions and changes before it got... released as the game that we all know and love. There we go. The last Great Fairy upgrade. We got increased defense. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see with like your health bar and whatnot. It's like, it's not just having all 20 heart containers. It's 20 heart containers with all damage done to you, like, cut in half. The barrier challenges were based off the initial concept for the temples, like forest was initially wind and water started as ice. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yes. Especially because I know that, like, considering that the game just gives you the light medallion without actually having to go through a light dungeon, as it were. But it has, like, some semblance of a dungeon that, like, you could see how that could have been it. But also just the fact that from, like, I know, like, the Giga Leak from a couple years back kind of gave a lot more info and context behind, like, what Ocarina of Time was originally going to be, where it was like, it really does feel a lot more like they were doing like a soft remake of Zelda 2. Like, you remember that? Mostly because of like because of like using a lot of similar names for like from like the sages and their associated temples. Oh yeah, and then there was also the bit as well where it was like the medallions that you get in this game would have actually been the magic items, and they had actual like for real properties to them. It's real interesting just thinking about like all those like old beta versions of this game because they were just figuring things out for how to make Zelda in 3D. Closer to Link to the Past medallions. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Alright, that's how you get up to that one. There it is. Okay. Go ahead and put these off for now. Good. Some magic. God, yeah, it really would have been interesting if, like, all 6 of these medallions had, like, some magic practical use. Because, like, these are novel, but like, this one is, like, it exists, like, the only reason you use the wind spell is just for, like, very specific circumstances that even I can't think of to use them for, just based on how I play. Din's Fire is always the most practical because it's just a big fire AoE. And then Nehru's Love, you know, like that's nice to have as far as like a defense option, you know? But I've already got 20 heart containers and I take 50% less damage, so I have like very little reason to ever need to use those, you know? Alright. Okay. Surprised none of those chunks hit you in the head. But whatever. Let's get ready for some fire. This at least makes enough sense as far as, like, why you would be, like, doing this, you know? Because you were in the fire temple. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Jumped at the wrong angle. Oh, come on! Actively trying to get me killed like this. Fucking hell, Link. There. That's what I wanted. Good. Can get to that a bit later. And that's all of them. Yeah, that went better than after the first couple tries of just Link's auto jump finding ways to screw me up. Hold on, can I? Nope. Damn it, I'm gonna have to. There we go. Oh my god. And that makes 3. You got it, brother. Next up, water, or I suppose ice. Whatever, it makes no difference. Oh yeah, I should probably... I don't know. I forget if there's... Oh yeah. Yeah, I just saw the red ice in front. Then we should get some more. Oh boy, who's ready for more sliding block puzzles? Admittedly, I think this one's actually simpler than the one in the ice cavern of all things. You know, just do that. Push it this way. Timed sliding block puzzles. Yeah. Although I feel like the time limit in this case is like mad unnecessary if you just take even just one glimpse at this arrangement and see how you're supposed to push them. Like, it's so much less than what you have to do like in the ice cavern when you got to like its primary chamber. Got it. Only 40 seconds. Ooh. I'm still not gonna marry you. Not in any timeline. Are we alive? Fucking hell, finally. God damn it. Ugh. So that was an issue that has not happened on in OBS for quite a while at this point. My fucking, like, streaming and recording encoder, like, both crashed at the same time. Fortunately, like, the first half of the archive for this is still saved, but... Ugh. God damn it. Whatever. I'm not gonna let that deter me, though. That was so bad, though. Like, how the fuck? Alright. Again, try not to get so pissed off about it. It is what it is. I think, more than anything, I gotta be doubly sure that... Oh yeah, that's right. This is gonna require the use of a bomb chew. Yeah, and of course, like, the chest is meant to give you bomb chews as is. Oh well. There it is. All the others would have dropped wall masters on us. Let's hurry and get this done. I definitely gotta I gotta do like a list of of things to make sure that, like, before I go live with streaming, that I do X amount of things as part of the procedure to make sure that very few things will go wrong. And I think one of them at this point might just be, I don't know how much it would, like, affect it. I like to think it would to a degree, and that would be and that would essentially be, like, just doing, like, a hard reboot of my PC minutes before I need to go live. Just so it's like there's no kind of background processes from, like, earlier actions or whatever, kind of, like, weighing things down. I don't know. Again, like, this particular issue hasn't happened in, like, a good couple months, so hopefully, like, that's a sign of it not being too common of a thing. Anyway, going through the part of Ganon's tower that is supposed to represent what might have been the original Light Temple. Before they just relegated the sage to having already been in the Sacred Realm and is like, alright, you know what to do, here's your medallion, get the fuck out. Okay. There. Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. This room that has like a little fake out. Nice one. Stream died there for a minute. If it was just at that very moment, that might have been you, because like I mentioned that the stream had died on me like several minutes earlier, like as I was in the middle of streaming and recording in the process. Whatever. Time to climb this fucking tower. I'm the hero of time, yet I'm not even using the sword that I am supposed to. I'm just straight up whipping out everything with a Biggoron Sword. Fucking two-hander. Alright. Ah, damn it. Come on. There. Don't have to worry about that one reviving, thankfully. Got it! This final part of the game is so good. It's like such a good final stretch with like the climb up the tower combined as well with you can faintly hear Ganondorf's organ music that gets louder and louder the closer you get to the top. Oh, shit. There you go. Yeah, don't be a chump and try to like fight both Iron Knuckles once they're active. Divide and conquer. Do one at a time. Although with the Biggoron's sword, it might actually be possible for me to easily handle them at once. Seems possible. Yeah, let's save just to be certain. Ah, that's what I need. I don't know, just in case. Because I've not really used it up to this point. Might actually get used more once we get to the final battle of all things. You know, like the very, very last one. There you are. Yeah, this would be actually the place as well where it's like if you came up without all your heart containers filled, it would have automatically filled it. Because they know what you're getting into with this fight. Still the best Ganondorf design. Don't at me. Alright, you sit this one out, Navi. Yeah, for this you can't lock on. Yeah, I don't need the Master Sword for you, you asshole. Wow, that really does go by fast when you're just using the sword! I didn't even let him get off his big, like, supercharge up attack that you can deflect with a spin attack. Oh, and there's the red blood. That was amazing. Seriously, it's just so fucking hilarious. Like, the earliest you do the quest to get the Biggoron Sword, and you get it, it's like, why would you ever need to use anything else? I kid you not, this is, like that fight, I think I've only ever fought it using just the Master Sword, and now that I've seen how quickly you can end it, like, holy shit, I am not using anything else. Alright, 3 minutes to get the hell out of here. Still such a classic of a finale for this game. Like with what's especially with like this part right after the Ganondorf fight, and then like the battle that's to come immediately after. A lot of it for like, you know, like just the mood and atmosphere that it sells. Though I'll be honest, I still think, like, as far as, like, you know, like, oh, like, the high points of, like, finales in Zelda games go, the best, I think, is still Skyward Sword. Genuinely so. Like, everything from that final dungeon all the way up to the end is, like, the moment when that game, like, finally stops wasting your time and is able to fire on all cylinders. Oh. Oh, boy. Come on. There. Should have done a better job of guarding your back, dumbass. Ugh. That's it, though. Like, I guess I am still just a bit bummed out about the, like, the stream crashing on me. Because now that means, once again, I have 2 separate VODs that I'm gonna have to, like, convert back into MP4 and then run that through DaVinci Resolve to get those 2 pieces edited together. Because I'm not uploading both separately as their own thing like that. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, even now, just like with how short this final stream ultimately is, taking not that much more than an hour in, like, raw gameplay. It's alright, just keep moving, damn it. Ugh. But yeah, seriously, just more than anything, like, just, like, only start streaming after you booted it up first thing and make sure the bare minimum of programs you need are running in the background. Because you never know what other things might be a factor in causing, like, another program to suddenly become unstable. And now this elaborate for the time building destruction from 1998. They definitely did what they could. Although I want to say that the outside might actually have been smaller than than what the inside implied. I'm just gonna say, I got a hunch. Yeah, of course it's not done. And here's just one of those details that, like, it remains so cool to me. Like, all the boss introductions in this game get some sort of descriptor right before their name, you know? But this one is just so straight to the point. Like, if you know the rest of the Zelda series up to this point, like, you know what it is. It needs no descriptor. It is merely Ganon. Alright. Might as well use it just because I can. Oh wait, this actually prevents me from using the light arrows, of course. But this was how I always did it. Being perfectly honest, just the way that I would do this is you literally roll in between his legs. Because his hitbox gives you just enough room to fit through there. So seriously, like how dark this, like the lighting is, the thunder. Like just the core, like silhouette of Ganon himself. And even after I get the Master Sword back as part of this fight, I am still going to be using the Biggoron Sword to humiliate him. Yeah, you can still do that, of course. I'll be honest, actually. I think, like, the first couple times I played this, it's like, even though Navi basically tells you that, like, she's not going to be held back by Ganondorf's magic, that she can't help you lock on, I still never thought to, for the first couple of battles against Ganon, to, like, use the lock-on and then target the light arrows that way, which is how I ended up developing the strategy to go in underneath between his legs. And okay. We're still on track for humiliating this son of a bitch. Okay, that's all for magic. But that's fine. We can still resort to the usual. It really is simple once you kind of understand it, because with how hard he hits, like that, seriously, that was like 2 hearts after the 50% damage reduction. So imagine that, like, if you were doing a 3-heart challenge and you didn't even, like, get this defense upgrade, you would be dead in 1 hit. Yeah, he hits hard and he feels like he still moves very fast anyway, so I remember this being like a fight that went bad for me quite a lot of times anytime I like went off the beaten path on like a consistent strategy, you know? Like it made you feel like that this was a fight where things were relentless. Oh, come on! Why is it not lining up? Thank you. Still taking a sweet time. He just takes a lot of damage. That's just how it is. Oh, God. Unless... Okay, I'm pretty sure I, like... Yeah, I guess just one more hit with the Biggoron Sword would have been enough. I just kind of underestimated if there was, like, a damage difference in favor of the Master Sword. But I know you have to use it for this last part. Alright. Adios, bozo. This time I'm downloading you straight into hell. And there we go. The evil is defeated. We beat Ocarina of Time. And Ganondorf is fucking pissed. His caps lock was broken except for my name. That is true. He still has it. Even though they couldn't really separate it from him when they sealed him away. Because they gotta establish, like, this whole mess still is a problem where the Triforce still remains not whole. At all. Like, he has it, Zelda's descendants will have it, and Link's descendants will also have theirs, so... Yeah, this shit's just gonna continue for eternity. For a time, indeed. Yeah, see, like what we were talking about right at the start. Like, even she admits that everything that's happened is her fault. All right. Yes, Link. Go back to your time and regain your childhood that you lost by being in a coma for 7 years. And having to wake up to this shit. And also get started on another adventure in an alternate universe where a giant evil moon is going to crash into the town in 3 days. No big deal. And also, I guess, like, warn the Kingdom of Hyrule with definitive proof that Ganondorf is going to try and stage a coup, and then have him then try to execute him, thus leading way into the start of Twilight Princess. Something like that. I don't know. Fucking Zelda timeline, man. Even then, with all the timeline nonsense, it's like, whatever, I can't be too bothered by it because I'm a fucking Drakengard Nier fan, for Christ's sake. That thing is inundated with all manner of, like, timeline shenanigans and parallel universes. Just the fact that, like, people got so fucking upset when they finally revealed what the timeline was, and that there was a third branch. I was just sitting there like, why the fuck are you people even surprised? When they even said as much with this game, without even revealing the whole timeline at that point, that it was like, yeah, if you paid attention to the end of Ocarina of Time, you'll notice that there are technically 2 timelines now. You know, one that Link left behind at the end of his journey as an adult, and the other when he got sent back in time by Zelda at the end to become a child. It's like all so stupid, because of course it is. For a franchise that is so serial in nature, you cannot, in good conscience, like, try and make something like that be beholden to, like, a solid, like, unbreakable, like, canon timeline or things like that. Especially because, like, that shit, eventually, give it enough time, will end up being more limiting to what you can do with it creatively than you could otherwise. Like, Koji Igarashi, God bless that dude for, like, his contributions to Castlevania. And after freeing himself from Konami, basically getting to, like, make his own Igavania that is, like, free from that whole timeline. Like, the stuff he did to flesh out the Castlevania lore, as it were, was pretty cool. But even by his own admission from interviews, like, he's even, like, said as much that it's, like, he could feel that he was running out of, like, ideas for games to set within, like, the overall timeline that he had, like, plotted out for that series. You know? Like, he was clearly doing stuff to build up to the 1999 game, presumably, which, if that happened, then it's like, what the fuck would come after, reasonably? Like, more games that would have taken place in the middle of the 21st century or something? Like... Like, it's neat. It's a neat thing to kind of nerd out about, just, like, seeing that timeline and how all the games and characters connect to each other. But at the end of the day, the reason you're still playing a Castlevania game is to kill fucking Dracula. Or a suitable substitute. And in Zelda's case, you exist to be, like, a green-colored fairy kid with a sword and shield. And, like, save the world from evil. That's it. Ganon or otherwise. Whatever, just think about all the good times. We got everyone celebrating at the ranch. They're also, I can tell they're also going to have a lot of fun getting to, having to, like, rebuild their society after Ganondorf completely fucked everything. And look at me, though. Sitting off to the side, being like that fucking asshole, like, in the corner of the party. Still, what a fantastic fucking game. Like, I still love Majora's Mask more than this. And I still really like this as, as the title of the stream has basically said as much for the past, 10 parts of this, roughly. 9 or 10, whatever it is. You know, this is comfort gaming for me. It's like, this is a game that is more than the sum of its parts. It wouldn't be anywhere, in my top 100 games, for instance. I mean, Majora's Mask has that honor of being in that company. But it still just feels nice and pleasant and comforting to play this game every now and then. More so than the other 3D Zelda games, which I would also categorize as being that, because, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword have, significant more flaws than this game does, but, their flaws are all in, very different areas. Well, some areas are similar. But, there's some common through lines of, things that, those games kept screwing up on, but then others having more unique problems to themselves. But I still... if you told me for a set amount of time I had to, replay something like Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, it'd be you know, deep down, I would almost be preferring to play anything else, but I wouldn't be complaining at all having to pick those up again. Because they're still based on the foundation set by this game. It's still nice to go through, to an extent, you know? You look at it with a critical eye, and it's obviously, you're gonna see things that are, a huge problem with it, as I'm wont to do. But at the same time, I'll quickly get past it and be yeah, I'm the same kid in a green hat and tunic, going on an adventure. And that's the end. And this is also the part where you realize that this, among other certain N64 games, noticeably from Nintendo themselves, they do not go back to the title screen once they reach this point. It just freezes here because they literally expect you to get up and turn off the N64, like I'm gonna do now. Like so. Alright. So, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta get stitching these two VODs together and then getting them uploaded to the YouTube channel for archival. And then, of course, getting ready for tomorrow's Year of the Mecha stream. And then I think I'll have eventually... I don't know if I'll be going straight into streaming the next thing on Monday night. But I think I got a decent idea of what it is I'm going to be playing next. You know, just to kind of swerve from, a classic that everyone loves to something that is a bit more jank. A bit more, well, I guess it's kind of still, in a familiar series, but it's a spin-off that you look at and you would assume, wait, why? I don't know. It's not nearly as bad as it is, but I think it's, fuck it, I'll say what it is. I'm planning next to stream Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. Because I've been, messing around with a bunch of Resident Evil games, since the start of this month. Because of my frustration with Remake 4 and wanting to play literally anything else. And then I remember that, oh yeah, those light gun games exist. I mean, I played Resident Evil Dead Aim, over a year ago at this point. I actually played that the proper way with a GunCon too. That was a funny, wild time in what is an otherwise mid-game. But I'm down for some light gun style action. That should be a fun time. It has Billy fucking Cohen in it as as it reenacts the the core events of Resident Evil 0 and puts it into, I can only assume, is a better game than RE0. We'll see how that goes. Until then, have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, wherever you are. Take care. Peace.
Get